Felt that pre-test panic, that knot in your stomach? Well, you are in exactly the right place. In this explainer, we're going to unpack a playbook with 7 proven secrets to help you walk into any exam room feeling prepared, calm, and totally confident. So let's jump right in. Oh yeah, we have all been there, right? I mean, just the word exam can make your heart beat a little faster. It's this universal experience that can bring on a huge wave of anxiety and make even the most prepared person start to doubt themselves. But here's the good news. Exams are not some unbeatable monster. Not at all. They are a challenge that you can absolutely conquer. And the key isn't just about studying harder. It's about having a smart, effective plan that actually works with your brain, not against it. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll tackle that exam fear head-on. Then we'll build a rock-solid study foundation. After that, we're going to dive into some super powerful learning hacks, get you into the perfect pre-exam mindset, and finally, lay out the game plan for the big day itself. Okay, before we get into any techniques or tricks, we have to talk about fuel. Your motivation is hands down the most important thing you have. So take a second and ask yourself, why are you taking this exam? Is it to get a better job, a new certification, just for you? Whatever it is, lock onto that goal. That's the fuel that's going to power you through this whole process. Now, let's build the foundation. These first 2 secrets are completely non-negotiable. Think of them as the structure that everything else we talk about is going to be built on top of. Secret number 1 is all about making studying a habit. You know, habits are amazing because they eventually run on autopilot, which means they take way less willpower over time. And the trick to building one? Start ridiculously small. Seriously, don't try to study for 3 hours on your first day. Just commit to 15 minutes. Always remember, consistency beats intensity every single time. That's how you build real momentum. And secret number 2 is all about your space. Your brain creates these incredibly powerful associations. So if you study in bed, your brain thinks, oh, it's sleepy time. If you study in front of the TV, it wants to be entertained. You need to create a dedicated, quiet, distraction-free zone. And here's a pro tip. Try to make it feel a little bit like your actual exam environment. This forges a mental link between that space and being totally focused. All right, our foundation is set. Now it's time for the really fun part, the secrets that help you study smarter, not just longer. These next few hacks are all about making your study time incredibly effective. So secret number 3 is about maximizing your energy, and it starts with this simple question. Are you a morning person or a night owl? We all have a peak performance window, that golden time when our brain is just firing on all cylinders. You have to find yours and then protect it like a fortress for your toughest subjects. Trust me, studying when you're exhausted is just a waste of time. And oh my gosh, this is a huge one. Whatever you do, ban the cram. Seriously, this isn't just about avoiding stress, it's about how your brain is literally wired to learn. Your brain thrives on something called spaced repetition. When you absorb info in small chunks over time, it gives your brain the chance to consolidate those memories, to move them from short-term to long-term storage. Cramming it just overloads the whole system. Secret 4 is all about getting active. You know, passively reading a textbook is one of the least effective ways to learn. Instead, you've got to actively engage with the material. It's something called retrieval practice, basically pulling information out of your brain. So turn chapter headings into questions, make flashcards, and most importantly, take practice exams to simulate the real thing. So when you do take those practice exams, what's the magic number you should be aiming for? Try to hit 90%. Now, this isn't about being a perfectionist. Think of it more like a diagnostic tool. Hitting a higher target like this forces you to find and fix your weak spots before you walk into the real exam. On to secret number 5, using memorization tools. Look, our brains aren't great at remembering boring, isolated facts, but they are absolute masters at remembering associations, patterns, and stories. So tools like these, they're basically cheat codes for your memory because they create these stronger, more interesting pathways for the information. Okay, let's try the linking method. Let's say you need to remember a list like post office, bills, soccer practice, dog food. Don't just repeat it. Create a bizarre movie in your head. Picture yourself trying to mail a giant talking dog at the post office, who then kicks a soccer ball made of $100 bills through the window. It sounds absolutely ridiculous, I know, but you will not forget it. But maybe the most powerful tool of them all is recitation. This just means explaining a concept out loud in your own words like you were teaching it to a friend. Here's the deal. If you can teach it, you know it.
period. It is the ultimate test of whether you truly understand something.
Okay, you've done the hard work, you've been studying, now let's shift gears and talk about the crucial 24 hours before the exam. This is all about getting your mind right and getting your logistics handled. Secret 6 is about visualizing success and taming those fears. Anxiety isn't just in your head, right? It's physical, so we can fight it with a physical tool. Practice this really simple breathing exercise. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale slowly, just feeling the tension leave your body. You're literally training your nervous system to relax on command. And here's a super clever trick to make that feeling of calm portable. While you're practicing that deep breathing, just gently tap your index finger on your desk. Do this over and over again. What you're doing is creating a physical anchor. Then, during the exam, if you feel a wave of panic starting to rise, you can just gently tap your finger and your body will remember that state of calm. It really works. And finally, secret number 7, prepare for success. This is all about eliminating any and all last-minute stress. The day before, know exactly how you're getting to the exam. Pack your bag with everything you need, pencils, ID, calculator, you name it. And then the night before, your only job is to relax and get a good night's sleep. Your brain needs that time to consolidate everything you've learned. So please, do not cram. And here we are, you've made it. It is exam day. You are prepared, you are rested. Now all you need is a strategy to execute flawlessly once you're in that room. First things first, you have to manage your time to manage your stress. Before you even answer question 1, break the exam down into smaller chunks. For example, on a 3-hour, 150-question test, that means you should aim to finish about 38 questions every 45 minutes. Having these little mini deadlines keeps you on pace and stops you from getting stuck and losing precious time on any one question. And here is your tactical plan, the 4-pass strategy. On your first pass through the exam, only answer the questions you know immediately, the easy ones. This builds confidence and banks easy points right away. On your second pass, go back and tackle the ones you skipped that need a little more thought. Third pass, it's time to make your best educated guess on any that are still blank. And finally, use every last second you have to proofread your answers for any simple mistakes. And when that time is up, you can put your pencil down with total confidence. You didn't just show up, you executed a smart plan. You followed the steps, you put in the work, and you've absolutely earned the right to relax and feel proud of what you've accomplished. So just remember, these secrets are so much bigger than just passing one test. This is really about learning how to learn, and that's a skill that's going to serve you for the rest of your life. You have the playbook. The only question now is, what will you achieve with it?